5. Let's see.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this Labor Day weekend, we're having a summer send-off celebration. But the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this...
Sorry about that. I don't know what was going on there, but we are here. We are in Cold Water Creek, Michigan, and just having a good time. I posted up the video this earlier today of us going to on the pontoon boat and stuff yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. And I got Joe raced me back here. We were having a barbecue and having fun with everybody at the campground, so we raced back here so we could get this live too, because I knew I was gonna be here by 8. We got the pups behind us here, and Joe's just behind me coming in. And let's do some drinking. I hope everybody's got a drink today. I see we got, like I said, we got some Woodsons. Joe picked up some, I don't know those of you that know Charles Woodson, but he's got a bourbon out, so he wanted me to try this. So we're going to try this. And I told Joe for every $10 in super chats, we'll do a shot. So because I don't want to get completely floored. We got to get back to the campground. So so for every $10 total in super chat, so 2 people throw in $4.99 or $5, however it works, we got a shot going. So, but let me just say hi to everybody. I know Ronnie was here. I think Ronnie was the first today. We got Tony here. We got Tim here again. Good to see both of you guys. Ronnie, like I said, I think you were first today. We had Cheryl checking in just a little bit ago. So, and Daryl's here. Gary's here. Lynn is here. Terry, absolutely, from New Jersey, all the way from New Jersey. Very cool. And Tim, you all got the grandkids. Awesome. So that's a good starting point, Tim, since you mentioned the grandkids, because I'm here with my buddy Joe, and they have their daughter Piper, and Big Joe is Abby's father. And okay, well, we got our first one.
Oh no,
Joe. Tim threw in the $10. He won.
Nice job, Tim.
He wants us to do the first shot here. So, Tim,
Beautiful.
this one is going to be for you here. And I got Joe in the background. There's a delay. That's why you don't see it. Yeah. So you'll see us in a second. So here you go, Tim. Tim got the first shot. For anybody coming on late, we're going to do a shot for any total of $10, in super chat. So here we go. Charles Woodson shot bourbon. Here we go.
Cheers. Delish. It's a wine cask.
I wanted to savor that a little bit.
That's good.
That's why I didn't swallow it too fast, because, you don't want to waste a good bourbon by just shooting it, right? So let it soak in a little bit there. I see we got text. Kevin is here. Is Jamie there with you, Kevin? Just wondering. Getting back to, Joe and Abby, they have this awesome little lake house up here in Coldwater, Michigan. And we were talking to them about a month ago. And they're like, yeah, you guys should come up here Labor Day weekend. And I'm like, what better thing could we do than get out on a boat, right? Enjoy the lake, And so yesterday, just like if we were on a Caribbean cruise, would be having some beverages in the ocean, or in this case the lake. And that's exactly what we've done, and hung out and got a few drinks. Oh goodness, we got Lynn. Joe just pointed it out to me, so Lynn's got us doing another one here. So Joe's gonna Joe, pull up a chair.
All right.
Behind me here. You might be in trouble.
All good.
Along with it, so we're getting Lynn's shot fired up here. So All right, Lynn. This one is for you. It's my buddy Joe behind me here.
What's
here
up,
we
everyone?
It's really good.
The bourbon is Woodson's.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, I mean, he's, like a minor celebrity. Hall of Fame cornerback for the Green Bay Packers and the Raiders.
So he was a Heisman winner, too, correct? He was like
Heisman Trophy winner for University of Michigan. And we are in Michigan, so I guess that's a fitting bourbon to be drinking here. So that was great. Thank you, Lynn, for that. Island Time is here. Derek, and you know what? We are the pregame show. I shared, for those of you Coach Cruisers out there, you probably saw, I shared in the comments the Island Times link for their show. And we're kind of like the warm-up act. We're the warm-up act for Island Time, coming up at 8 o'clock. So right after we're done, you can go to Island Time and check out Derek. And probably Amanda will be checking in there. And for those of you who don't know, they've started their own travel agency now. So you can actually book travel through them in addition to all the cruise news and everything that you get. And as a matter of fact, I'm in the process of booking a cruise with Derek right now. We've been talking off and on all week, just ironing out the little details. There's some little details and onboard credit and things like that we're working out. But once we get that all settled, I will have my first booking with Derek and Island Time Travel. So I'm looking forward to that. So somebody asked, what is the type of bourbon? Tim asked. So here it is, Tim. Here's the bottle. Hopefully you can see that well enough. But it is Woodson Bourbon Whiskey, and it's from wine barrels. I mean, that's what it says on the label anyway. But a signature whiskey. And I haven't seen this one around. I mean, he's from Michigan, so it makes sense that it would be here or whatever. But yeah, it's good, and that's why I just didn't shoot it, because I wanted to kind of savor the flavor. Oh, and here we go. So Derek's got us doing another shot here. So,
nice. Thanks, Derek.
So we'll have to.
And can I ask him a question, like the viewers?
Yeah, for sure.
How do you guys like your bourbon, by the way? There's some people that like it neat, some like it on the rocks, or just as a mixer. What's everybody's kind of preference?
That's a good question. So for those of you that don't know what neat means basically just have the bourbon by itself without ice or anything like that. You just drink the bourbon plain. And then, if you get it on the rocks or, obviously with ice, well, there's that way. And then the other way, is if you could have a mixer with it. So if you like an old fashioned, for example, you're going to be mixing in simple syrup and other things like that. So that's what the question. So Joe is asking, for you bourbon drinkers out there, Tim says it depends on the bourbon. I've done both. Kevin says, depending on mood, either rocks, neat, or old-fashioned.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, very cool.
Very awesome.
And for me personally, my go-to is bourbon and Coke Zero. But I only do that with, like, say, Jim Beam or Evan Williams or, the priciest I'll get is, like, Jack. And I'll mix a couple shots with a can of Coke Zero. But if I'm drinking better bourbon, I'm doing it straight. Neat, maybe with ice, the higher the proof, but for the most part, neat. So that's me personally. But yeah, Joe's a bourbon drinker as well. So, all right, cool. So we got a couple responses there, and this is Derek's shot. So we're on number 3 already. I mean, once we get past 5, I think we're gonna have to up it or something to like 20, because we got it still a decent night ahead of us. So
This is delicious. It's got a great finish, so you can almost get a grapey feel.
The other thing, and we're not doing a commercial for Charles Woodson, but I know he makes wines too. And I haven't had his wine, but it makes sense that the whiskey would be coming from wine barrels, because I think he started off in wine. And so he's trying to be like one of these celebrities that, Paul Newman did the spaghetti sauces and stuff like that. So Charles Woodson, I guess, is trying to get into the wine and bourbon business. And there's a lot of celebrities that are doing that. The Breaking Bad guy and his sidekick, I saw in a Benny's commercial.
That's right.
Who was the other guy? The
Not
black
Bryan
dude?
Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's doing it, and then
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Who else? What was one more?
What's the black
Scottie
guys?
Pippen. Scottie Pippen's got one too.
Yeah,
I heard.
but no, that's Jimmy. Is it Jimmy something? He's been in a lot of movies, but there's some other guy, a black guy. I can't think of his name, but all right, we got a couple more people checking in. Well, Terry says she has to sign off. She's going to catch the recording. Well, thank you, Terry, for checking in. I appreciate it, for coming in. Michael is sorry you're late, but you know what? I was a couple minutes late getting started, so don't feel don't feel bad about that. Oh wow!
Dude.
You see Scottie Pippen? Oh, that's right, Derek, because he's in the Arkansas area. Didn't he go to like an Arkansas Pine Bluff or something like that? Wasn't that the school that he went to? So he still lives in that area. Because obviously those of you who don't know, Derek's from Arkansas. We both went to the University of Central Arkansas.
That's cool.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
So, do you know him personally, Derek, or you just kind of cross paths every month or so? But yeah, the interesting thing, since we're oh, okay, you own several bars in town. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I mentioned this on a previous broadcast, but I didn't even know this. I mean, Derek and I have been friends for a year now, and we he started a couple months before me, but as I've told people a lot, he's given me some really good advice as far as the channel goes and everything. But one thing I didn't even know until we cruised together this most recent time is that he is an NCAA official, like not just like a Division III kind of thing, but like he refs the big boys, and he's possibly gonna hopefully ref some March Madness games this year. So I'm excited about that. I hope that works out, Derek, and you get to referee some March Madness games. So that'd be cool. I'd watch the game just to watch you, running up and down the court, and see what calls they get mad about, or see the fans either cheering you or booing you, just depending on the call you make. So I know that's not always the best thing in your case, but that would be cool. And we have Sandra in the house, and Sandra has been putting up a bunch of TikTok videos for me. For those of you that haven't checked the TikTok stuff out, yeah, I mean, Sandra and I met on the Horizon cruise that I was just on in August. And anyway, she's like, enjoys the TikTok stuff. And I said, yeah, I got a TikTok account, but I have like no videos because just the Facebook and the YouTube take too much time. And she's like, hey, I'll help you out. I like doing that. So she's been putting up a bunch of stuff, and I've been sending her some pictures and video content and stuff like that. And she's been making a bunch of TikTok videos. So I appreciate that. And she hit a little milestone today. She just sent me a message a few minutes ago saying, hey, we just hit 100. And I mean, I had like nothing. I had one video of me kissing Sadie on the head or something. That was the only video that was on my TikTok. And now she's got about a dozen or more videos up there from some of the cruises this summer. And yeah, she's doing a good job with that. So yeah, check out Coach Cruise on TikTok. And like I said, Sandra's up to 100 followers. And so we got the dogs all excited here. I don't know what's going on. But all right, so we got. Okay, wow. All right. So Derek's dad played with Scottie Pippen in college. I'm catching up on the comments here. Derek, you say you're 64 days away from the first trip.
From tip-off.
Oh, first tip.
Yeah,
first tip.
College.
I was thinking trip, obviously because of the cruising and everything. Like I said, Sandra's saying hi to everybody. Lynn is saying hi to Sandra. Jamie is here. I was just asking Kevin, Jamie. I was like, where is Jamie with you? So, yeah, and then Sandra just pointed out we just picked up our 100. So we are 100 on TikTok now. We're almost 900 on the Facebook Coach Cruise page, and we are almost 1,500 on YouTube. So, yeah, we're making progress. We're making progress. The goal is 2,000 by New Year's and 3,000 by our 2-year anniversary, which will be July 2nd. And you know what? I'm going to keep brainstorming with Derek because he's the pro getting 12,000 in about less than a year and a half. So he is the prodigy YouTube person. So I'm going to keep chewing on Derek's ear, getting all his secrets to growing fast. All right, so cool. Lynn just added. All right, very cool. All right. And Kevin says, I hope the midweek live you did with Moonlight might have helped promote the channel. Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I'm glad you mentioned that. That was a lot of fun. The Moonlight group and funnel heads. The Moonlight group. I mean, Moonlight. I forget the last name of their channel. Moonlight something, but they're really cool people. They're really down to earth people. And that was a good thing that they did. They probably invited about, I don't know, close to 10 cruise creators. And not just cruise, but like a lot of travel sites and things like that. And they just kind of invited everybody in and talked about, their channel and what they did and what was going on. So it was really cool. And I had a lot of fun with them. But yeah, Moonlight Travels, I hope they come on here by some chance. But they are on Moonlight Adventures. Okay, there it is.
That's funny.
Okay.
Do another
All right.
shot. That's what they're saying. That's good.
Well, yeah, you know what? So we've done 3 already. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Lynn. Yeah. So Lynn's saying somebody needs to do another super chat for a shot. I'm already feeling toasty right now because we've done 3. So Tim did a $10 super chat, and then Derek. And then
hey, puppies.
Dogs are all excited about something. So we had Derek, Lynn, and Tim. Derek, Lynn, and Tim. They all did $10 super chats. So for those of you that came on late, I said, for every $10 combined. So if 2 people say combined $4.99 or something like that, because I know it's weird with the super chats for whatever reason. Sometimes it shows up as $4.99, sometimes it shows up as $5. But for every $10 total with the super chats, we're going to do a shot. So we've had 3 $10 super chats. Joe and I have done 3 shots. So yeah, I'm feeling a little toasty now. So we're okay for a minute. All right. Okay, Tony says we're on the same time as Moonlight Adventures. Well, I apologize for that. We're always going to be on the same time as somebody. I like the fact that we're kind of like pre-gaming for Derek and Island Time at 8 o'clock because, we're always referring to Derek, and I know he's been kind enough to, I see that, Kevin. He's been kind enough to refer to us as the brother channel as well. And yeah, so I kind of feel like, you go to a good concert and you have that warm-up act, and you're like, oh, the warm-up act, they're all right, they're pretty good. Kind of feel like the warm-up act to Island Time. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing, so I'm happy to do it. All right, so Kevin came through, text, so we got to get the bottle. We got to get the bottle going. This is number 4. I swear, by the end of this thing, we might be needing an Uber to get to the campground. The campground's not far at all, but at this point.
Yeah. You might see our hands up in the camera instead of like bodies. Trying to stay upright. But keep it up. Let's
all right.
Watch us fall apart. That's all good.
Absolutely. Here
Cheers,
we go.
everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks, Kev. God, it's delicious.
And it's not that I'm not shooting this. It's that I want to taste it because it's a good bourbon. I don't want to waste it. I want to, enjoy and savor the flavor. So it's not that I can't, it'd be easier for me to do that actually.
Nice.
That's a really good bourbon.
It's good.
I didn't know it was going to be that good. It's really good. It's light. It's you get any undertones there?
Well,
I did. When you said the wine barrels,
Yeah.
I did get a little something from that.
you do. It's not that warm either, which is nice. It's smooth, and it's not overpowering.
Yeah, it's a good bourbon. I mean, I'm impressed. My Hall of Fame cornerback from the Raiders, and you Packer fans out there, Charles Woodson. This is the bourbon, Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. Right, and uses his last name and everything. So it's pretty good. All right, so thank you, Kevin, for that. Yes, and Island Time, Derek says, we're brothers. Absolutely. Can't agree more. December 29th, everybody. For those of you looking for a cruise, us and Island Time, we are going to be going at it. Round 2, actually round 3. Because we met, our first cruise was on the Vista way back in July of 21. And then round 2 was Horizon, July 22, and now New Year's Eve, we got the Carnival Breeze out of Galveston. We're going to be going on with Island Time, so that'll be round 3, us and Island Time. We're doing the Roaring 20s outfits, the whole deal, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. Lynn says we made 96 4-ounce mason jars of apple pie moonshine today. Yes.
That's cool.
96.
Yeah, for the wedding.
So I think with 96 of those, you might have a couple of those jars extra. If you want to ship them to Chicago, Lynn, I could provide you my address. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool. That's really cool. Tim says, yeah, sure, Coach. Sandra, is it? What? Okay. I think you're joking with me, but remember, we're 4 shots in now, so I'm going to be a little slow to catch on to any jokes here. So, yes, that one will top them all. Derek, of course, is referring to, I think he's referring to, the New Year's Eve cruise that we're going to go on the Carnival Breeze. And, yeah, we're going to be, so check this out. This is the part that scares me. I don't get scared too much when it comes to drinking, but we're in Cozumel on New Year's Eve. And I mean, like if we were almost anywhere else, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're good. But we're in Cozumel. So it's like, you're going to want to drink in Cozumel, Mexico. I mean, it's just, you're Cozumel. I mean, how can you avoid it? So we have Cozumel to contend with. But then we have to get back on the ship. And, we've already reserved the steakhouse. Steakhouse is reserved. We're going to do that. Got to dress up and everything. I'm worried. I'm thinking I'm going to be on my way to being passed out by the time that we do the countdown, So I'm a little concerned. I have to, I'm going to have to be a responsible adult, which is difficult for me. That's difficult. All right. So here we go. Get back with the cousins. So Lynn says
It's good.
her husband made moonshine before he passed. So his best friend and I made. Oh, very cool.
Keeping the tradition going.
Very cool,
which
Lynn.
is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sandra says I was asking the name of the whiskey, but I'm a couple shots into it. Hey, all right, Sandra.
That's good.
So, and yeah, Sandra, I saw your picture dump on Facebook. A lot of awesome pictures, and saw some of the partying you were doing. So yeah, that was really cool. All right. So one question I had. I know we're trying to keep a little fun thing in here. So I was thinking on the way over, because we were listening to, we just came from the campgrounds, right? And there's a lot of country being played up here in Michigan, which I'm a country fan. So I don't, it doesn't bother me a bit. And I'm a Garth Brooks fan. I've been to a few Garth Brooks concerts. So what I wanted to ask is this. Garth Brooks is considered, I think there's some crazy statistic like he's sold more records than like Elvis or something like that, or the Beatles or something like that. So anybody out there, what country singers or bands do you like more than Garth Brooks? Or, if you think Garth Brooks is like the king of, country folk music, say, Garth's the king. If you think like there's a couple bands or a band or a individual singer better than Garth, put down who you think the best country singers out there that are better than Garth. If there's somebody better than Garth out there. Okay, so Tim says Alabama for Cheryl.
Yes.
Lynn says George Strait. All right, now keep them rolling.
I love Alabama. Love Alabama.
King George. All right.
Oh, Reba. Nice. Oh,
Reba
Dolly.
and Dolly. Oh yeah, Dolly. I heard so many people that love Dolly. Like just her whole persona and how caring she is and charitable and everything else like that. So yeah, Reba's a good one.
Now, what would Willie Nelson be categorized under? Is he country?
I mean,
or
I
is he
think
folk?
Willie would be
Because I love Willie.
country.
I'm a huge Willie fan.
Sammy Kershaw. Wow, that's a different one. And Mark, this is the first time I've seen your name pop up. If he popped up earlier, I apologize. So I want to say hi to Mark. And Michael, I know, checked in a little bit. Alan Jackson, yeah. You know what, Alan Jackson, I love that duet, him and Jimmy Buffett, 5 o'clock somewhere. That's a cool song. Not the biggest fan, but a lot of his songs. And when he works with Jimmy Buffett, yeah. And there you said it. I just read it and I didn't know it. I say Garth, but my wife says George Strait. Yeah, George Strait, he's a legend for sure. Any Kenny Rogers fans out there? Kenny Rogers, I remember growing up, The Gambler and Kenny Rogers, that he was a big country name for a while, right alongside Dolly Parton. They were like a duo. Lynn says, I do love me some Garth. And yeah, Garth had so many great albums, and he was so much energy on stage and everything. You know what? I got to say, I mean, there's a lot of great country singers right now. I mean, for a more of a younger crowd, I guess you could say, but, I think they toe the line, but Florida Georgia Line, there's a lot of music they come out with that I thought is pretty decent. Darius Rucker, I've liked. Dierks Bentley, I've liked. Who's some other ones?
Oh, nice. Alabama's the most number one hits. Love Bama.
Oh,
Takes me
really?
home.
Okay,
Alabama
Tim, I did not know that.
Takes me home.
And Michael says The Gambler's on my Pandora thumbprint list. Okay, very cool. Garth, yeah. Garth does put on a great show. And the thing about Garth that's so amazing is, Garth, like, for example, he came to Chicago, and this is when my dad, he was still very much alive. And I don't remember what, it was the early 2000s or maybe like 2010, something like that. But he did a, national tour or whatever. And what he'll do is he never wanted to, at the time anyway, never wanted people to have to pay like a crazy amount of money to go to his shows. So when he would go to cities, he would make out, contracts where there would be other dates available within the same time frame that he was going in case he needed to book more shows. And so, and I think you and
I was supposed to go. I was trying to get tickets too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, Joe and I were supposed to go.
Yeah.
And like the first 2 shows sold out like bam, Rosemont
Less than 5
Horizon
minutes.
in Chicago, and we're like, oh damn, they sold out already. And then what do you know? Like a day later, we found out, oh, they opened up another show. And then so because he wanted everybody that wanted to be able to see him, he wanted them to be able to see him. And the thing is like the thing that's so cool about Garth is he doesn't overcharge. Like he's not asking $150 a ticket or whatever. He probably could have 1 show or 2 shows and then charge way more money. But he just wants people to experience him. So that's one of the things I've really, really admired about Garth. Tim McGraw, I just saw Tim McGraw's name pop up. Love him. A lot of great songs. So I think he ended up having 6 or 7 shows at the Rosemont Horizon, and every damn one of them was a sellout. And then he would wait after the show and be signing autographs for hours. He's just a hella cool guy. And not to mention, you know, some of the best music out there for a country singer. So I got to say Garth is king, you know, for me anyway. But like I said, I didn't always grow up with, you know, a lot of the legends, you know, George Strait and things. So, but I can understand and appreciate those who say that. So Lynn, yeah, getting back to Lynn, he does put on an absolutely great show, and loved the couple shows that I've gone to. Mark says, killing time, killing me. Lynn, Thomas Rhett. Yeah, Thomas Rhett. That's a younger guy. He doesn't get a lot of the ink that some, but, you know, Thomas Rhett's on one of my playlists, and you know what that song is? It's Vacation, Lynn. The song Vacation by Thomas Rhett. So I know what you're talking about. Luke Bryan. Yep. Sure Thing. That's one of my favorite, like, cruise prep playlist songs is Sure Thing by Luke Bryan. Ain't Nothing That a Beer Can't Fix. Dierks Bentley. Or, God, there was another guy.
That's cool.
I don't think it was Dierks Bentley. Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. Who sings that? That's not Dierks Bentley. Somebody. But maybe it is. But Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. I think that might be Dierks Bentley. Sherry says Tim McGraw puts on an amazing show, and yeah, Tim McGraw, he's got a couple songs. What's the song about where, you know, he talks about showing the x-rays and, you know, getting cancer, you know, things like that, like living life to your fullest. You know, I wrote a bowl named Fu Manchu and all that other stuff. Such great lyrics. Billy Currington, that's it. Absolutely, Sandra. Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. Old Dominion, Brothers Osborne. Brothers Osborne has a song called Rum, I think it is. A really, really great song. And Sandra says, if y'all like old school country, check out Charlie Crockett. Young guy with an old school spin and performs in a suit. Okay. We'll have to check that out. Derek says, gotta have some Kenny Chesney. And Kenny, I've been listening to more Kenny lately. Kenny does put on some amazing music. Absolutely.
No Shirt Radio.
Mark says, Summertime. Sherry, Keith Urban. First time I heard his name today. But yeah, Keith Urban is one of those household names for sure. Live like you. Yes. Live life like you were dying. Live like you were dying. Yeah, absolutely, Lynn. That is the song. And, you know, when my father passed, I referenced that song, and, you know, because my dad was somebody that, you know, I mean, people really loved, you know, like he was this very open and very personable and everything else like that. Me, myself, I mean, I know I do this channel and everybody thinks like, oh, you're not introverted. You know, I'm actually very introverted. People can't believe that because I'm doing a YouTube thing, but it's very true. But my dad was the complete opposite, you know, very extroverted personality and everything, and just yeah. So he fit that song so well. Cheryl says Alabama has 41 #1 singles. I love Garth, great showman. I think he took his marketing degree to his shows, but none better in concert to me. Very cool. Yeah, When the Sun Goes Down, Kenny Chesney, absolutely. Kevin says Robert Earl Keen. I'm going to have to hear some more music from him. Island Time, Derek says, random fact, I've interviewed Kenny twice.
What?
See, I learned something, you know, about Derek. The more,
Cool.
it's just, Derek's like one of these, you know, low key celebrities, like mini celebrities, you know, like he's a NCAA, you know, big time official or whatever.
Look who that is.
Oh, there's Abby. Okay, so Joe's wife just came on here.
Hey, honey.
So, but check that out. So Derek's interviewed Kenny Chesney twice for country music. That's crazy. All right, so Chris Stapleton, yeah, you know. Tennessee whiskey. I mean, yeah, that's. Gosh. I mean, he's really come on, and he came on as an older guy,
Smooth.
So that's even more. Real quick, because I know we've had a lot of people jump on late. I think if I'm like not speaking clearly or start saying some dumb stuff, it's because we're 4 shots in.
Thanks to you all.
Yeah. So for every combined $10 of super chats, Joe and I here are doing a shot. So we've gotten 4 so far. So yeah, if anybody wants to put us on our 5th one, or if 2 people want to put us on our 5th one, two $4.99 $5 super chats, or one $9.99 $10 super chat, we'll get it done. All right, so let's get back into the comments here. Well, we got a Merle Haggard, very nice. Lynn is saying shots. Lynn has already contributed. She threw a $10 spot in there. Abby says hi. And by the way, Abby is Joe's wife. And
happy 10 years, baby.
Their daughter, yeah, they just had their anniversary. Joe and Abby just had their anniversary this weekend. Very cool. We're glad we were here to be a part of it. Cheryl says, don't even get me started on tickets these days. Yeah, tickets can get a little pricey.
I looked up Elton John. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, Derek says, no way, just an average Joe. Well, I'll tell you what. Derek's one of those guys that, like, you're going to be sitting around a barbecue and he's going to start talking and you're just going to be like, holy shit, this guy does this and he does that and he knows this person and that person. He's, done, yeah. So I know that's how I am anyway. Lynn says Chris Stapleton was a great songwriter before he started a singing career. And then we got Fireball Steve. Steve, I have to apologize, first of all. We got Fireball Steve here. And look, he even changed his name. Everybody, look, we have an official name change here. Is this your first appearance as Fireball Steve? Steve? Because I know you've been Steve Donaldson for a long time. But Fireball Steve, I think, has officially changed his name. Unfortunately, Steve, for you, we don't have any Fireball. We do have bourbon, and it's a very good bourbon. And we've partaked a little bit. And another super chat here, so we might partake in it again. But so Fireball, I'm just curious. Did you debut on my channel before Island Time? Because I think you might make Derek, a little upset there. That if you came on, Coach Cruz's Fireball Steve before you came on Island Time, you might be like, hey, what the hell, Fireball, All right, so Abby says, who is that good-looking man next to you, Brett? I don't know. I needed to hitch a ride to get on my live today, and this guy came along in a big black truck and said, where are you going?
You with the big thumb up.
Yeah. And I just hopped in there, so I think his name's Joe.
It's not Joseph, just Joe.
Let's see. Cheryl says, if Neil McCoy comes around, don't mess with him. Fireball.
We're gonna get 2
Fireball
shots.
Steve says, I'll take a shot for you.
Look at that. If you do 40, it looks like we have to get 2
Oh,
straws.
my goodness.
2 straws and finish the bottle.
Oh, my goodness. Sherry says, I'll sell you $40.
Oh, God.
2 each. Wow.
Tell you.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna trust you on that, Sherry. We're gonna fire these up because I know Sherry is a follower. She's been on here several times before. We're gonna be hurting by the end of this thing.
I know.
This is the first time. Okay, so for everybody that's on, the dogs are excited about something. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Protecting us.
Yeah. We got 3 dogs. We got Sadie, of course, is here. And then we got Rosie and we got Madonna. For those of you that watched I put a little 3-minute video out. It's got Joe and Abby in it, taking us out on the pontoon boat. But yeah. So we got to do 2 of these. All right. And Sherry, this is for Sherry, okay?
All right.
So.
Thanks, Sherry. I think.
Yeah, this is just the first of 2. So we're going to be, what time is it? Oh, okay. We only got about 18 minutes left, so we might survive this after.
It's delicious, though. God. So good.
I just want to go on record.
That's good.
This bottle was full. when we started this, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I just
This bottle was full when we started this. This is where we're at now. And we still owe Sherry 2 more. We owe Sherry 2 more.
Thanks. Thank you, Sherry, with a question mark.
With a question mark.
I'm sure my wife will thank you, too.
We owe Sherry 1 more.
Oh, Abby's in there. Oh, boy. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh, she's saying. It's all right. Abby,
And look, Sherry, we didn't cheat you either.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like
Abby, we
all
might be
the
just
way
staying here.
all the way up. Goodness. Oh, my God. I got to take a breath here. Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah, I know. Madonna's a rescue bully, too. We rescued her. She was a beautiful addition to our family.
Can you pick up Madonna?
Absolutely. Come here, girl.
Because Madonna looks an awful lot like my logo here.
She's a material girl in the material world.
Yeah. Madonna is going to strike a pose for you here.
That's right. She likes the Vogue. This is that little girl. Little baby.
Look at Madonna with the little underbite right here.
Mm-hmm. And her sister name was Whitney Houston. So it was
And
Madonna and
what
Whitney.
you can't see is Rosie and Sadie being all jealous the fact that
Here's the other one.
Madonna's getting some extra attention down here. So,
There's the other one right over you.
all right, I didn't even finish my whole shot. Hold on.
Yo. Dog pile.
Wow. Okay, so we're like, what is that? 6?
I'm sure.
I think we're 6 shots.
Good thing
Joe's got to finish his.
Good thing I don't teach math because I lost count after 1.
Sherry is heading out. Okay. So let me catch up here. So Sherry, she had us do 2 shots each. She's got a $40 super chat in. After that, Lynn says Fireball, apple pie, moonshine, and apple juice is really good. Well, Lynn, you should know after making 96 mason jars. Judy says Toby Keith. Yes, I like Toby Keith a lot. Wow, I'm still recovering. Hold on. Lynn says, okay, woohoo. And Sherry's going out on the sunshine tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. So you're going out with a bang here. I'm glad I did this live because you're doing that tomorrow, Sherry. And the sunrise, that's, it used to be the Triumph, right? Before they went to dry dock, and I haven't been on the sunrise. So you got to let us know how that is. Post a bunch of pictures on Coach Cruise, please. Abby says, oh boy, and oh my God. So Sherry, you've just worried Joe's wife. Sandra says Madonna was such a cutie trying to get some shade. Yes. So Sandra watched the video. Poor little Madonna was trying to get a little sliver of shade, and the shade wasn't cooperating with her on the boat. Rosie and Sadie were enjoying the boat just fine, grabbing some wind. But Madonna didn't seem to be having quite as much fun as those two were. But, yeah, it was good. Tim says, good job, Sherry, on getting Joe and I tanked on these couple extra shots. Tex says, can't wait till you get the black shirts in later. Yes. Well, I got the black shirt on right now, as you see. But yeah, I'm going to have to order those black shirts again. I know Sandra's got a black shirt. And, yeah. Oh, Sandra says she's a material girl, too.
Looks like she wants to see that bottle finished, huh?
$40 is 4 shots.
She's like, once that bottle finished, bro?
Lynn's trying to kill us. Lynn, you're not even it was Sherry. Sherry's supposed to be telling us that. Well, wait. It was 4.
I know.
2 and 2.
You guys, oh, God. Oh, well. No,
it was 2 and 2, right?
Yeah.
2020.
It's going to see us all melt together here.
Lynn's trying to, get us in trouble here. What the heck is going on, Lynn?
Ain't going to take much.
Lynn's that little devil on the shoulder, and then you got the little angel over here, then there's Lynn, It's like, oh, do another shot,
Keep going. Just go.
Okay, so Sherry says she's going to post pictures, and Sadie and Rosie are having a little wrestling battle here on the patio, so I don't know if you hear that in the background. Daryl says he's down for a black shirt. Well, okay. So I guess I'm going to have to order more black shirts. That's a common color, so I think the colors I have coming in on the Coach Cruise shirts I have yellow. It's the first time I've done yellow. I have lime, and I have like a blue, a different color blue than I've gotten before. It's not quite sapphire, but it's a different blue. And the cruises, I'll tell you what. I know Tim had asked this. I'm booked on the Carnival Magic for October 6th or something like that. It's a 4-day cruise to Bermuda, but you know, as I told Tim, it's conditional upon me not making the playoffs for my girls' flag football team. And let me just tell you right now, I've got a lot of faith in my girls, and I got some talent on my girls' flag football team. I think my girls are going to ball out and do some damage this year to our conference. So I think we're going to make the playoffs. So I think I'm going to have to end up canceling that cruise on October 6th. But I do have a cruise booked also on the Carnival Magic for the week of Thanksgiving. And I do plan on going on that cruise. I've even bought in a couple excursions already. So that one is November 19th, I think it believes, and it's an 8-day cruise on the Carnival Magic. So that one I plan on going on. And then, of course, we have our New Year's Eve cruise, which is on the Breeze. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about Lynn. And actually, Lynn, you're right. I know what you're saying. Yeah, but you're trying to kill us over here, so pump the brakes. Please. Okay, so let's catch up with the the black shirts. I'm going to order the black shirts. The next time I put a shirt order in, I'm going to order black. I promise. But I haven't even gotten my order of shirts for those 3 colors I just told you about. But the next one after that will be black, I promise. Sherry says, what about purple? Okay. You know what? I haven't thought about purple, but we can do purple. You know, I'm all about the colors. You know, I want to give that Caribbean vibe and what people like. So if there's a strong sense of purple, we will do some purple. Cruising is fun anytime. All right. Welcome. Cruising is fun anytime. Happy Sunday. Lynn is an angel. Yes. It's, yeah. You're just trying to make us do like 19 shots, but you're an angel. Sandra says she's looking for a 3 to 4 day to get me to gold. Sandra, I got you. December 29th, Carnival Breeze. It's a 5-day. Okay? And there's a 4-day right after that. You know, so if you just want a 4-day, that one I think starts January 3rd, but that'll get you there. Ronnie says, are you on the Jubilee next Thanksgiving? You know what, Ronnie, not yet. I'm not there yet. I would not mind getting there. Abby says, good idea. What is a good idea, Abby?
Hey, show them the bottle, how much we got left. Let's see if we can get a few more people. Let's see if we can cash this bottle.
Okay, so Joe says this is what we have left. And it's just Joe and I. That's it. Nobody has helped us. Nobody has helped us with this. This was full at the start of the show. We have 9 minutes left. So Sherry did a big shot purge for us where we did a double each. And then we had Lynn, we had Tim, we had, oh goodness, we had Derek. Let me scroll back. I don't want to forget anybody. I'm going to scroll. We had Tex, we had Kevin. Yeah, we had Kevin. We had Derek, like I said. We had Lynn. We had Tim. Yep. And then we had Sherry. Yep. So those are all the people on the super chats. So for those people that are coming in late, yeah, if you do a combined $10 or a single $10, we each do a shot. And like I said, this is what we got left. Mm-hmm. So if you want us to try to kill this bottle, you got 9 minutes left. And at this point, you know, I'm like, I think I'm okay either way.
I know. I was gonna say on that tipping point.
We got to get back to the campground, so we might be Ubering it over there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me catch up here. Abby says, okay, I would like the purple too. Oh, Jamie says she would like the purple too. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to have to look into the purple then. We got a couple people wanting purple Coach Cruise shirts. Okay. Lynn says where to on October 20th. Oh, Cozumel. All right, purple shirt. Abby says purple too. I just got purple, a black shirt. So, okay. So, those of you that want the purple shirt, I just gave Abby a black shirt. So there was a bunch of people saying they wanted black. Abby got one of my last black shirts. So let's see. Lynn says we helped. Yes, you did. You helped. Lynn says you got 2 more to go. Cheryl says better put that count on the market. Yeah, for sure. And Cheryl and Tim, I just saw your picture. It just popped up again. I don't know if I was scrolling through something or it popped up on my phone, but Cheryl and Tim.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, goodness. Sherry says an additional 40, 2 shots each. Oh, my God. We got to do it. We got to do it. Sherry's bringing the bank.
I think that should go to our
we
significant others for taking over. Clean it up, bro. I appreciate you.
Abby, can you send a car over to come pick us up?
Right.
I don't think we're driving. I don't think we're leaving.
Yeah, she
so
texted me.
Abby is away right now. She is not here, obviously.
She texted me and said, we'll get a ride home.
I think we're going to need it. So here's number 1 of 2, Sherry. And this one I might just shoot, because honestly, at this point.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Abby says, yeah. All right. So we got an Uber coming for us. Beautiful. I don't know if we'll be able to walk when we get there, but.
Sorry, Tam.
We got an Uber. Sandra has to run. She says, y'all have a great rest of your weekend and a super duper week. You're awesome, Sandra. Thank you. And, appreciate it very much. And those of you that haven't checked out Sandra's TikToks that she's made for me for the Coach Cruz channel, go check them out. Some of them are really cool. I've enjoyed looking in because they're new to me. It's under my name, but I'm trusting Sandra. She's always asking me, do you like it? I'm like, yeah. There's nothing there before. Now I got TikTok stuff, so it's cool. Wow, we got another purple. I'm gonna have to do purple. Okay, all right, purple it is. Next order, purple and black. The next order. We're going the dark colors. I got it. Mark says I just can't get away from a good time. Yes, and yep, that's what the back of the shirt says. And I got a couple shirts over there. And yep, if I had it in front of me, I would hold it up to show it again. Oh, Joe's gonna go grab one. This is Piper's shirt. We got Piper. That's their daughter. That's on the back. For those of you that don't have a shirt yet, this is the pink one. I only have pinks left in small, but so that's why Piper got it. But that looks huge. I know when I'm holding it up. But yeah,
I'll put it up next to me.
It's a lot smaller.
See how tight it is.
Yeah.
Shmeeny, mommy.
Okay. Yep, so Mark is correct. We can't get away from a good time. And Sandra sounds like she's getting loaded too. So you keep going, Sandra. You keep going.
Yeah, while you're with us.
And Sandra, are you still on for April? I hope. Sandra was she came with us on the Horizon, and she said she was going to try to join us on our April 1st cruise, which we're on the Horizon also. So I'm hoping she still makes that. Fireball Steve says, okay, Fireball Steve is out. All right. Hey, Fireball Steve, I appreciate you making your debut on the Coach Cruz channel with a new name that is appropriate for you, Fireball Steve. And we haven't done our second shot.
That's all we're at right now.
Oh, my goodness. We might finish the bottle.
Thanks, Lynn.
We might finish the bottle. We have 3 minutes left. So if anybody's going to make us finish. Sherry says I need a medium. Well, we got, you know what? I might have a medium left, Sherry. Message me, Brad Dowling, on my Facebook Messenger or whatever with the details, and I'll give you. And I think I might have a medium left. I hope it's black, if black is what you want. Tim says Cheryl will do purple if she knew that. I don't have purple, but I'm going to have to order it because 6 people have said they wanted purple today. Yeah, Lynn is like that
Awesome.
troublemaker.
Yeah.
I'm starting to figure out Lynn's a troublemaker. Jennifer's popping in. We're going on the horizon for the first time on December with Mark. Okay, Jennifer. All right. And you just can't get away from a good time either.
There it is.
Good times. Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
We are starting to run out of time. We only have a couple minutes left. And like I said, we are the pregame show for Island Time. For any Coach Cruisers out. Oh, Lynn, look at
there we go.
Of course, Lynn.
She wants that bottle finished.
The devil on the shoulder here. All right, Lynn, we got you. We got you. Before we sign off, we got one more for Lynn.
Oh, man.
We got one more for Lynn. And you know what? That's going to take us pretty darn close to the end.
All right, well, finish yours and let's go.
I've lost track. I'm going to have to watch this video again when I'm sober just to figure out how many shots in we are.
That's awesome.
But this is crazy.
Well, thank you
I think we killed this bottle.
Yeah. We were planning on killing it, but not like that quick.
Yeah. Well.
So I'm looking forward to my first cruise. I haven't gone on one yet.
Yep.
So
and check this out. Yeah. So I'm glad that Joe mentioned that because, oh my God, we did it. We did it, Lynn. You did it. Sherry, Lynn, Tim, everybody else. I'm going to even these shots out so it's the same. But check this out. In one show, this is it right here. You knocked the whole bottle out in Super Chats. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Tex. Thank you.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
Also,
who else
Jamie,
are we
we're gonna be doing some Pedialyte. I know tonight for sure. Hopefully, help us tomorrow.
I gotta hold on. I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody.
Sarah.
So I already said Sherry, Lynn, Tex, Derek. I already said Lynn. I already said Tim. I think we got everybody. Okay. I think we got everybody for the Super Chats. But yeah, this is it. Joe and I, right here. It's empty. You saw it. It was full from the beginning.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Lynn, thanks.
Sherry, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just catch up on the comments. I want to make sure I get everybody. Tim means shade of purple. Okay. Ronnie says, thanks, Coach, for what you do. Thank you, Ronnie, for tuning in every week. I really, genuinely appreciate it. No joke. Mark says, shout out to all Coach Cruisers. I appreciate that, Mark. Jamie, you're going to be hurting tomorrow. Yes, probably. But the good thing is we don't have work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Labor Day. So we will be laboring in bed a little longer than normal. Probably sleeping in. Jennifer says, Coach Cruisers, that's us. I love it. Jamie is just laughing at us. I don't blame you. I'd be laughing at me too. Yeah. Sherry says we need to do shots every show. Well, I tell you what, Sherry, if everybody is as generous as you on the Super Chats or whatever, then we probably will. Joe's going to have to come over. We're going to have to recruit. Joe's going to have to be the guest host. Like, what's the guy on the Johnny Carson show that was in the band? Or
he's always laughing on the side. Yeah.
That's gonna have to be Joe. Yeah. Mark says shots. If we do any more shots, we're going to have to pull out a bottle here.
Be fun.
Well, Lynn says, well, at least no one has to hold your hair if you get sick. Yeah.
Both of us, actually. That's good.
So Lynn is like that.
Ed McMahon, yes.
Yeah, and she's making jokes at the same time.
It's good. Very good. Love it.
Tim says, great night. Mark, bottoms up. Good night, everybody. Yep. And everybody, Island time right now. It is Island time right now. So for those of you that are still looking to party, go over to Island Time and on YouTube, and their show is starting up right now. So that's what we're going to do, and I appreciate all of you being here, and I am going to minimize the screen and get out of here right now. But again, thank you so much. Thank you everybody that was on the super chats. And honestly, if you were just here and having fun and everything, I appreciate all of you. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun today. And we're a little toasty right now, I promise you that. So appreciate all that. So take care, everybody. Stop recording, stop streaming.